It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking to throw on second down. Beal. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Gibbs straight ahead. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Operating from the gun. Beal. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Beal, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason. The priest.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Robinson with another carry.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 22.
You know, some guys that love to start the year with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First,
and now off to the races down the right side. Still moving. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you can't.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Looking to throw. Beal.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trying out to try to run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really collective.
Touchdown! A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll go with the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
That's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him up once they can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Richardson to throw off play action. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
20! And there's a nice move by Robinson.
87 yards rushing for him in his first half as he was looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Richardson looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dive the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up throwing incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a bat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. You definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Off play action. Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
The kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Bijan Robinson.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Beal.
This ball caught by McIntosh.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Beal.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Beal.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's into space past the 25.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 2nd down. Beal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Beal letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in our... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They go play action with Richardson.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Richardson off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
119 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And you have friends like those at this point, just about every playbook in the NFL, it's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw, and it all comes together for big yardage.
On first down, Richardson. Here's a screen for Robinson.
That's some strong running, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Come on.
Richardson going to change the play here. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Beal.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll look to throw again.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake. Beal. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1's a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Beal. And he's got his big tight end here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Brenton Strange, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Richardson looking to throw this. This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Hey, check that.
Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal. Get it.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Anthony Richardson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
On 1st down, Beal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sonny Brown with it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Got his man, Dell.
And they stop him short of the 1st. As he can only get to the 20. And it's a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Beal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Back to throw. Beal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, Beal.
Finds his receiver, Watson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Beal.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Beal. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Beal. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bigger end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference, see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing to start the drive.
Beal. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it.
And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TV.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a